Well, are you leaving?
Well, yeah, they're my right, and he points at the other gangers that are with him.
You're just gonna
go
leave?
back to the triangle. I got maintenance to do and stuff, and you need.
Well, before you go, I mean, isn't there something that should happen? I almost died, bro. So then Kaida lifts up his right arm and holds it out as if asking for a hug, and just does one of these.
You want me to come closer?
Bring it in.
Oh, okay. And he takes off the shovel from his back and put it next to the wall, and he comes closer. He's like, yeah. He doesn't know how to hold them because he's wounded and stuff.
So then Kaida just pulls him in and holds him there. That's right.
Oh, be careful. I don't want to hurt you, man.
Thanks for the support, buddy. If this is awkward, we don't. Okay. All right.
Okay. It's just like the hug is fine. It's just I don't want to hurt you because
no, it's cool.
Yeah.
Good looks, bro.
All right. And with that, they do exit the room, leaving Kaida to his devices. Specifically, the comlink that Kaida does own, that is the world of entertainment. So Kaida will not be bored. And with that, we are going to take a 10-minute break and be back and see how everyone else's day and week goes. And we are back again. Of course, before the break, we kind of just played through the denouement of Shadowrun Missions Season 5, Episode 2, which is Critics' Choice. So just for the audience, I just did want to kind of give out what the sort of awards were for everybody. So for successfully completing the mission and doing all the great things, they're going to get 6 points of karma, and then an additional point of karma for not just completely murdering the people in the studio.
You're welcome.
Yeah, we can't hear you. That's
fine. Keep him on mute.
So that 7th point. One person did die, but considering everything.
Who died? You mean me?
No, you did not die. But in the lightning bolt that you tried to cast, there was a guy on the edge that was already hurt, and so he caught enough to take him down. But then you got an axe buried in you, so they call that even.
Right.
2 street cred. So street cred for successfully doing the mission, but also a point of street cred for helping out the family that was trying to be picked up by the the fleshmongers. 1 public awareness for Kaida. So that incident in the vault was quite. Everyone saw what happened, then saw what happened after too. So yeah, and that also. Yeah, that also came with the point of notoriety, because
notoriety is the good one, right?
No. Street cred's the good one. Everybody gets 2. Public awareness is neither good nor bad. It's kind of good to have a couple of points of public awareness, but once you start getting too much, you're just too well known, and it can be a problem, right? You're trying to be under the radar Shadowrunner person, but then everywhere you turn, people are like, it's kind of
Mm-hmm.
So, and then notoriety is loose cannon, doesn't not unprofessional stuff like that. Okay. So that's where that kind of goes.
Okay.
Everyone gets 1 point of loyalty with Sid, except for Kaida gets loyalty 2 with Sid, because Sid is really amped that you made his run look good. So everybody gets a point of loyalty with Dr. Tate. Everyone gets a point of loyalty with Becky 99, and everybody that went into the locker room that time got a point of loyalty with Matt Rath.
So it was me,
also,
Gertie, and why can't I remember your name? Flea. Yes.
Because she has 3 names.
Yes, because she's not saying it every time I say it anymore, because I'm actually calling her Flea now. Nguyen, 6,000 base from Dr. Tate, plus 1,000 each for the way you went about it. And then 1,500 Nguyen from Becky each, except, of course, Etienne gave his back. And then we discussed with chat about the awards that everyone gives out kind of at the end of a mission. We're going to convert those. And so what I'm doing is I'm converting the smackdowns into 3 karma. Then the next level down is 2 karma, and then the automatic hits become 1 karma, and then the nerfs are 1,000 Nguyen each, and then we split that out with everybody. And mine are the same, because if I'm not using them, then the team needs more karma. So based off of that, they got an additional 20 karma and 9,300 Nguyen, which or 9,000 Nguyen, which I split out with everybody. So they all got 12 karma and 9,300 Nguyen each for that mission. Just wanted to share that with everybody. Let everyone know how these characters are kind of where they're getting their stuff from, because just running missions, they are going to start to ramp up in difficulty somewhere around the halfway point, and we're going to definitely want these guys to be up to par.
You're the one that's updating our loyalty and all that stuff for us, right?
Right. I'm going to go ahead and just input that on the character sheets. And make sure you guys have that. So everything is there. And if no one has any other questions, we're going to move back into the game. As Sox and Talon, Etienne, and Tasha get in the car and trundle back off to the Triangle for the evening. Over to the west, just outside the containment zone, Satchel and Flea are waving goodbye to Gertrude and Darcy as they have arrived at Flea's place, just a couple of blocks away from the CZ, actually. And yeah, what's going on?
Bye, Gertrude.
Have fun.
Drive safe.
I make sure I made sure before Flea left to get some, or before Gertrude left to get some bandages in case we get carried away.
All right. So there's your place. What are you seeing? What's going on?
So it's really like in this like kind of warehouse district, and I have my own little corner warehouse. And I've set it up inside. There's really not much in it. It's very bare, but there's the biggest space of it is for it is like a big open space that's like a weight room and dojo. So there's a big floor space for katas and everything else, and meditation and stuff like that. So she kind of walks in and she goes, let me show you around. This is it.
He just kind of like looks around and it's like a nice space.
Thanks. It gives me what I need. I don't need much, so. Well, you can help yourself to any of the equipment, or I'm up to spar if you are.
It would be kind of interesting to see how it'd go, when I don't have sleepies in my eyes.
I think it'd be cool too to kind of know what we do, so maybe in a fight we could complement each other.
Yeah, but with Neil, it's kind of like I'm trying to go low. I mean, I'm trying to go high while you go low, and it wasn't kind of working. Maybe we could kind of synchronize. I'm saying.
Sounds good. Well, you've seen my one ability, the penetrating strike, or no, I'm sorry, the nerve strike. So that's one of the things I can do. I also have more lethal damage, but I don't like using that unless I have to. At least on humans, but I do turn on. I have penetrating strike and killing hands for spirits or ghouls or any other not human meta that we might come across. So that hurts a lot more, but
Gotcha. Like I don't have any of those techniques, but I've been working on some stuff. Like maybe we can try to hone this out and see if I can figure something out. Like these old BTLs are pretty interesting. Have you ever seen The Seven Samurai?
no, what's that?
It is this fantastic movie about 7 samurai who happened upon this village way back in feudal Japan.
A long time ago.
Oh yeah. Well, this movie came out. It was a long time ago too. Apparently, I think maybe sort of, kind of.
Well, yeah. She kind of does a gesture and like brings her hands up in a bow, and as it does that, you see like some magical waves radiate off of her hands, and I'm gonna cast Increase Reflexes.
And then he kind of looks around. Is there anything that's not my cane that I could approximate for a sword?
Yeah, there's
around your dojo.
There's wooden katanas and stuff like that, practice swords and stuff like that.
Cool beans. So he puts his cane over to the side, and then he goes over and draws a bokken, and then kind of like sticks it in his belt because he's trying, and it's kind of awkward for him because he's not quite used to doing that. And he is going to try something that he saw in these movies. And he kind of like bows and it squares up with you.
Cool. Let me finish my roll here. Oop. Well, I took some drain from that, but that's fine.
Took a lot of drain from that.
Is that adding up right, Dan? Oh, I see it on top.
So 6 drain, and then you rolled 6 dice against the drain, and none of them came up hits. 6
All
dice,
right.
is that right?
I don't remember if it's right. I know my drain is low, but
It does sound right because it's body willpower.
well, I'll do an edge to re-roll my failures then, because I don't want to take all of that. Fight won't last long. I'll be out. I'll be sleeping. You said it was 6 dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll take the 3.
Yeah, that's much better.
All right. So we square up. Should we roll initiative?
Yeah. Go ahead and let's give you some tokens to work with here. Let me see where you guys are at. Looks like you are in this area, so I'm just gonna keep you guys there because that works for us in terms of just having a token down. So let me grab a token for you.
This is not my fastest initiative I've had, so disappointed, but that's okay.
All right.
We're just playing.
And I also turn on my wired reflexes and my adrenal glands.
Apparently, I only brought over 1. Let me get the other one. Oh, roll 20. All right, so we got tokens now. Let's get a order. Let's clear Do-do-do-do-do. And looks like initiative 18 for add a turn.
I think I have to
Okay, there it
reroll it
is.
now that my token's selected, right?
Nope. I can just put it in.
Cool.
So 18 and 14. So Flea is up.
So this is going to be really nice practice for me to get used to my different powers too, because I'm still getting familiar with all these. I want to use a simple action to raise my agility, right? That's my agility boost.
Right.
All right, so I'll do that, and I roll my magic plus attribute, right?
Yep. Yep.
So that's 6 plus 10. Is that right?
So your attribute, that 10 is when you have that on already. So it's going to be no, it's magic plus your rating in the boost, which is 4.
Oh, gotcha. So 10.
Right.
Yeah.
10 is the total.
Magic is 6 and 10 and okay. So I'm rolling 10 dice.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Flea. She's just playing nice with you today.
No, the game is rigged because you tried to use some magic in front of Danny. Danny don't like magic casters. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. So yeah.
Do I need to roll like a defense, right?
Not on that. I was just
Not
boosting
yet.
myself up. That was my first my simple action. I still get a complex, right?
No, you get another simple action. So you get 2 simple actions or 1 complex action.
Okay. So
like an unarmed strike is a complex action. Any melee attack is a complex.
Okay. So 2 simples or 1 complex. Is that what you just said? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let me see what else I've got then.
All right.
It'd be funny, but I'm not going to do commanding voice. Put down the sword.
Drop it.
Stop it.
All right. Well, he's seen Nerve Strike. So I guess I'll show him. Like, obviously, I'm pulling punches and everything, but I'll show him my Killing Hands and Penetrating Strike.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is, in order to sort of split that, you're going to need to subtract 4 from your roll because it's a called shot. But then you won't do all physical damage.
Okay, so
Yeah, because if you use the thing that does physical damage, you're gonna hurt him for real. And I don't think that's the objective.
I do an unarmed attack
Right.
at -4.
Right.
Okay. Three hits.
All right. 3 hits. So now you roll your defense there, Chris.
Alrighty. No modifiers.
All right. So that is 3 hits, which is the same as the amount. So she kind of gets the touch, and you feel that push, but it doesn't actually connect in any way that's appreciable.
And with that, I'm assuming it's my turn now, right? Do you have any other things?
Nope, that's it. So now it's on you.
And so with that, I'm kind of assuming she comes in with like a lunge or whatnot, and I kind of like roll with it, and I try to attempt to step in and draw my sword from my belt and strike her in one motion.
Okay. Go ahead and make that. So the way this works is you're going to make a fast. It's a fast draw, right? Normally you can only do this on handguns, right? But because of the martial arts and Yajutsu stuff, you can do it with a sword. So to do a fast draw, you roll as if you're making the attack. So that's where we're going to start. And you need 3 hits. And if you get the 3 hits, then the drawing is a free action instead of a simple action.
Okay. So, should I use a cane or the Vibrasword statistics for this?
You're going to use the cane statistics unless you're actually drawing the sword.
No.
Okay. So with 2, you don't quite get that smooth action to pull it out, and so you've got it out, but you're not able to make that attack, which is going to bring us back to Flea.
It's like, damn, like it works so much smoother in the movies.
Well, we're not actually trying to murder each other this time.
This time,
He's the one using killing hands.
I just want to show him how it stings so that he knows what to do to people.
Okay. It's fair.
Try.
Unarmed strike at a -4, right?
Yes, to do the called.
Actually, I will use a point of edge to jump into the jump the initiative order.
Okay. All right. So you use a point of edge actually to step ahead of Flea in the initiative order.
Oh, it's getting serious.
So he kind of tries to put it back in his belt and try it again before she can get her up.
Okay. So on your last turn, as you pulled it out and realized you took a simple action to draw it, you take your simple action to stow it again, so that this turn you have everything. So go ahead and make that roll again.
Yeah.
All right, so this time you are able to draw the cane out and in a smooth motion try to strike with it. So go ahead and make the roll for striking.
Yeah, and it's the same roll that I just made, correct?
Now, so your cane does physical damage. Are you pulling your punch?
Yes,
Then it's -4.
-4.
Yep. All right. Surprisingly, Flea, as you kind of look confusedly as he draws, but then puts it back, and so you're like, and so you kind of come in to kind of strike, but then just in one smooth movement, that cane kind of just comes out again towards you. Go ahead and make that defense test to see if he
Reaction plus intuition.
It's the shield on your core combat info next to your armor, primary armor. So it's in your primary armor line.
Any
There's a shield. It's no, because your wound track is already in. So same thing. Just barely kind of dance back as the kind of the tip of the cane just kind of swings across from shoulder to shoulder. But no damage, and that brings it to Flea.
Sweet. So I think I'm getting the hang of this.
I know this is good practice for us as players.
We're running out of roll dice. All right. Whoa. That was a really good roll.
I did do it at -4.
Yes.
I feel like that first round we were just kind of doing the like feeling each other out, like
Dancing around a bit. Yep. Well,
Nice.
it seems that the two combatants have found their stride, as a dance sort of picks up between them. Roll initiative. Okay. So with that, Flea, as Satchel kind of backs away from that, Flea takes, just kind of presses that advantage that she has of her speed, and it's her turn again. All right. Okay. So kind of expecting to be able to come in on a counterattack after Flea's last kind of swipe that just kind of barely touched him, but didn't get through any of defenses. Satchel kind of comes in to counter, but then just moving faster than he expected, Flea kind of just comes down and just puts 3 fingers just kind of right in the middle of the chest. Go ahead and roll your armor. So that's going to be where it says it's the number. So it's the actual armor to the left of your shield, but it's a -2.
-2?
-2. Okay. All right. So with that, the base damage of 3, +1 for the net hits. That's 4. So you got a 3 on your armor, so you negate 3 of that. So you actually kind of feel the strike through your armor, as you do take 1 physical. The first one's physical, the next one will be stunned, and it goes back and forth like that. So you do take 1 physical from that, and you can feel that's definitely like on par with maybe somebody that's got like bone lacing enhancements or some sort of cybernetics that really can increase the power of the fist.
Ooh.
So it's definitely noticeable, and then it falls back to you.
It's like, next time, turn your hip into it. And he and he tries to bring the cane down over. Let's see. Any modifiers or anything like that?
If you're trying not to do murder, it's -4. It's always -4 if you're trying to split your damage for physical attacks.
Gotcha. And the mighty, mighty one.
I mean, there's something going on with this dice. I will say that. I gotta say.
Next time, make sure you connect with your target.
Put your hip into it. Actually hit somebody. All right. Which brings us back, of course, to Flea.
So, as I'm kind of circling him, first question for the GM: how long does it take to heal physical?
So it takes a spell, it takes first aid kits, or it takes 8 hours of rest to get a roll to see how many you heal.
Satchel, we don't have a job right now. You want to just do this and stop pulling punches?
How far
You
away
guys want to kill each other?
Like stop pulling punches with a samurai? Kind of got y'all messed up because y'all think she is sweet.
Well, we're like missing each other because we're at -4s, and like, I mean, we could each just take a shot or whatever, but like when we get hurt, someone just call like I'm out.
First blood or tap?
There's a med kit over there that will just, that will bring us back from not dying.
Yeah, like, how far did Gertrude go? Like, I really wish she stayed.
Fight.
Finish him.
If you want to, do you know how to use a med kit?
I do know how to use a med kit. Do you know how to use a med kit? Oh,
Yeah.
you do know how to use a med kit. I saw that.
So, you want to play?
I'm a fan of games.
Ooh. Is Kaida psychic at all?
He just astrally projected.
He doesn't know what's like. He doesn't get like a feeling.
I mean, he's sitting he's laying in a bed in the hospital. He can project.
I totally can astral though, can I not?
You can astrally project if you wanted to.
Can Kaida astral project and be watching this?
You don't know where I live, Kaida.
But why
Damn
would
it.
you think
But I
to
can-
do that?
Listen, because I was wondering why they listen. I just want to be there so I can talk shit about it later. But fine.
Okay, so go ahead.
All right, so yeah, all right.
So you know what actually I'm going to do right now is I'm going to have you guys, we'll keep that roll, but I'll have you guys roll initiative again, just because I'll say that exchange of like resetting yourselves a little bit to get back in the fight. I'm sure Flea is still going to win the initiative, but go ahead, Satchel.
Last time when I used my adrenal glands, you had to do something to turn it on, right?
Yeah, so so next to core is a gear.
Next report is a gear. Okay.
And then your adrenal glands are actually on right now. So you've been
Sweet.
rolling with them.
All right.
So just make sure when you want to turn those off, that you turn off there's a modifier switch at the top that turns off all of your temporary modifiers. And then you click it to turn it back on, it'll turn on all those modifiers.
Cool beans. Thank you very much.
Where is that?
Yep. So on your core, next to it, to the left, is a gear.
Gotcha.
So this is where you put all your temporary modifiers. You can put a number in there, then you actually check the box to say that one is actually on, and then you actually turn on the modifiers at the top. So it's kind of a 3-step process, but
Okay. I'm just curious. Like, I think we both want to see what happens. So.
All right. So now we're rolling initiative, right?
right, rolling initiative. Okay. And do make sure when you're doing that you're checking that you're clicking on your token, so you have your token selected, so that it'll actually add it. But that's fine. I've went ahead and put it in.
Okay.
So Flea got 5 as she's like, so you want to just like stop pussyfooting around? And Satchel's like, okay. And then Flea's like, ah.
Fucking flying elbow.
Go ahead and roll that defense test.
Montage.
Dun, dun,
We got a cool fight scene happening now, guys.
dun, 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 dun. And then
You
All
dodged
right.
me.
So again, just kind of the connections are being made, but it's like in those kung fu fights where like the hands are actually hitting, but they're just kind of like driving the force of it to the side, so it's not actually hurting anybody. That's what we're imagining here. All right, so Satchel, what's your counter?
So when she does that, I kind of roll with it, so it kind of glances off, and then I try to do a spinning strike to like her back while I try to move off to her side, and I'm gonna pre-edge it.
Oh, we're using edge on this now.
My character
You
has
already used
4
edge.
base edge. That's what my character does. My character edges.
If you need it, Chris, go ahead and use it.
I do need it. That's why I built it like that.
He is.
I'm not dumb.
All right.
Chat, help us out. Give us more stuff to use in this fight.
You said not play around, so I'm not playing.
Oh my god.
I mean, okay.
All right. Go for it. Make the roll. Oh, he did. 7 hits. So go ahead and make that defense.
That hurt.
That's good. Good. Sounded like an axe just cutting through my clavicle.
That's cute.
I did not roll well on my defense, but that's okay.
It's all right. And then what do I roll?
You have armor. So just actually click Sleeping Tiger like directly. 6. Okay, so are you keeping that? Are you post edging?
I rolled how many dice on? So it was 19 dice.
You rolled 19 dice and got 6 hits. So that'll be 13 dice.
Roll 20 is on my case.
6 out of 19's okay.
Less than
Not good. It's just.
You know what? I just want to see how hard he hits, so I'm just gonna do it.
Okay. All right. So 9 plus 7, but then minus the 2, so it's 9 plus 5. That is 14. Minus 6 is 8 physical. So yeah, he kind of spins around and just flaps kind of between the shoulder blades, and that's gonna leave a really hefty bruise. But not down.
But it's been a while since I've gotten a bruise that night, so it feels like I'm home.
Just imagine getting
like
it from Matt Rath.
So, he's kind of like, oh, are you okay? As he realizes just how solidly he hit you.
Quite solidly. Flea, it's your turn.
Yeah, nice shot. All right.
Be aware of sight lines.
What is So how many
it's true.
dice do I have, Danny?
How many what?
Total dice do I have for unarmed strike?
So it looks like your primary. So if you go to where it just says arms, this is going to give you the actual readout. So let me see the thing here. Oh, it's actually doesn't. It's basically your skill. So what is your skill? Your skill in unarmed combat is 6, and your agility is 8. So 14 dice is what you've got minus your wound penalties.
And I've got I don't get any bonus dice because of my killing hands and stuff like that, right?
No, you have the 2 agility bonus dice, but you don't have anything from the other stuff.
Okay, so well then I want to post edge.
Okay. Be mindful that post edging, your limit still comes into play, which is 5.
Oh. If I had known that, poop. All right. That's fine. I'll just miss this one. That's fine.
Okay. Defense test for Satchel though, because you haven't missed yet.
Yeah, you haven't missed it. Yeah, no. I'm not. I turned my edge off. I'm not pre-edging it.
Your defense, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he kind of steps back, and Satchel, you're up.
Are you good? Like, are we? Take a breath. It seems like you're slowing down a little bit.
You got me. You got a nice shot in there. Yeah.
Thank you for the workout. Do you want to grab something to eat or?
He's all awkward now. He's like, he was getting into it, and he's like, whack. He's like,
You know what? Soy burger and a beer sounds good.
Sounds good.
okay.
And then so he puts the boken back where he found it. And he's like, "Do you know a good place nearby?"
Yeah. We're out of the CZ, so there's plenty. But it seems like really what it comes down to with the two of us is who connects first.
Yeah.
Who's lucky enough to get a hit in.
I think we'd be better served not fighting each other, but working in tandem against someone else.
Yeah, or what do you think if we have more than one opponent? I think we can each take one and keep them busy to protect the others.
What I know from personal experience, I typically worked in a two-man team, so like it is all about being in someone's blind spot when you can, and attacking in a different plane than your opponent expects. So if I'm going high, you should go low, and vice versa. And ideally, we should always be facing each other if we're fighting one person. So this person is in between us and always has someone in their blind spot. Even if they want to turn around and face you, I'm now in their blind spot. You know what I'm saying? It is more a synchronization thing necessarily versus a physical technique thing.
That makes a lot of sense. So when we're fighting 2v1, we'll take that approach. And do you agree when we're fighting more than one, we split? So you take one, I take one, so that we have two targets that are distracted from our team?
Absolutely. Makes sense. Do they have cheese?
Soy cheese.
Yeah. I mean,
Nothing good.
it's better than no cheese.
There's one place that has like really greasy ones that are like they're just gonna hit the spot after a workout, like make you earn those calories back.
Sounds fantastic.
All right.
Lead on.
And so with that, Satchel and Flea walk out into the brisk night to go find a burger. We're going to move on now to the next morning. Just kind of move forward here. Gertrude, you had kind of set aside an order with Crater for a ram plate, I think, and Etienne also had some stuff that he had to grab from the Makers Collective. So perhaps the two of you have coordinated travel to the Maker Collective?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
All right.
I think so.
So with that,
So Etienne offers coffee in exchange for gas to get there.
Gertrude will happily accept any sort of caffeinated beverage.
And he's also like, oh, si jamais, if you ever need help to putting on that thing, I got gear in my garage, and I mean, cars aren't my specialty. I'm more building kind of guy, but you know what? I can help.
That sounds great. I actually have some tools and under the driver's seat in case we get a flat or something while we're driving. But going into a garage is always helpful.
Yeah, there's no like lift or anything, but it's space. It's enclosed.
Yeah, I don't
Okey-doke.
know if there's room at the collective for me to actually put the piece on, so
Okay, well, I just need to pick up a little thing and my suit. So yeah.
All right. You arrive at the collective. It's sort of a normal day. You see Alice standing out front. She's got her shopping cart. She seems to be talking to this guy that's kind of seems to be hanging out with her all the time. You get a sense that he just kind of keeps an eye on her. But yeah, other than that, it's the Baker's Collective.
Okay. Well, Etienne is gonna make his way to, if I remember correctly, Hardwire.
Yep, Hardwired is the store where Hardwire was finding for you an agent that you could have to assist you with your various Matrix escapades. So yeah, as you kind of walk in, he looks up. Hey there, guy. Can I help you with anything?
Well, how about that? And he looks over his shoulder. Like, that agent we talked about last time.
Oh yeah, that was you. Yeah, we got that in. Do you you want to just load it onto your device or what?
Here's the thing, my device is a little, it's not great. So would you mind if these what are they called? Plugins.
You mean like a dongle?
Not exactly a dongle, but the thing you can plug on your deck that had a program.
You mean like just a little module slot?
Exactly, a module.
Yeah, we got that. I can get that put onto
Can you put it on so then I can just plug it in and then it's on and stuff?
Yeah. Let me do that for you. I'll take care of that real quick. And he turns away, heads over to this back table, kind of looks through several items, and then brings them back. There's like 4 boxes. So is there a preference for the module that you want?
Yes.
NeoNet one is really like premium piece. The Horizon one is good. They made it for like just to store like additional sims and stuff, but it actually works pretty well for this. And then you know, I got your Mitsuhama here and your Sony.
I mean, you know, it's, you know, with the kind of program we're gonna put on there, I'd go for the top one.
Yeah, I agree. I think the
I just come on. At this point, it's nearly an AI, and he looks back again over his shoulder. It's nearly an AI, so I don't want it to be like, you know, cramped in there. It's I would feel bad.
Yeah, sure. No, I totally get it. Cool. So I'll go ahead and put the agent on here, and that should be done in just a couple minutes, actually. So I'll be back with you when that's up.
Okay. Well, merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.
All right. Yeah, so he goes kind of to the back, and you see him slotting a couple of chips into a device and then hooking up the module to it after he opens it up. Gertrude.
Yeah, I'll head over to where Crater is at. I can't remember the name of the shop.
Same shop.
Is it the same
Yeah,
shop?
it's the same shop, but he's like in a side room, just kind of in the back. So, but it's just accessible, just the way the Maker Collective is. So yeah, he's in there. You see him again. He's kind of just sitting there at his table. He's got a single sort of magnifying glass with a light on the bottom side to shine down on what he's working on. And it looks like he's soldering some sort of circuit board. Looks like, and he just kind of there.
I'll knock on something so that I don't just materialize behind him.
Hi. Come in. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I've been here, just working. You know.
What are you working on today?
Well, I
If
made
you can tell me. I mean, if it's a secret, then that's okay.
No, there's it's not a secret. I made a automatic back scratcher for a fellow, but he said that the settings are a little high, so I'm just kind of tuning it back so that it doesn't uh flay him alive. He said.
Well, maybe he should consider dermal plates. That would solve that problem.
Maybe I think he was exaggerating. Actually, he seemed not flayed alive when he came back. Yeah. So, but he wants it tuned down. That's fine. I can do that. Make it a little softer for scratching his back. So that's what I'm working on. I just increasing the impetus here and impedance and that's what I'm doing now.
I was wondering if you had a chance to work on that piece for my van that's definitely not an ambulance.
We were making a plate, right, for the front, like that was your I did do that. I got it. I think. Come with me. And with that, he turns off he gets off his stool, and kind of sidles past you. Excuse me. And then he heads towards the back further, into the storage area there. And normally there's just like a lot of just, I was gonna say junk, but salvage back there. Right here, and he goes to a place that's been cleared out, and kind of leaning against the wall is a fairly large, hefty plate, and it's on a push cart. So I was thinking that you don't you don't want it to drag on the ground when just normal driving. So it's set up here to lift off the ground and kind of pull in. And then when you want, you can it pushes out, and you could set it for higher or lower, depending on what you're doing. So if like when the winter time, if you just want to push snow aside, it could go to the ground. But if you're trying to move an object out of the way, you can bring it up more, and then it's not dragging, and you get the full the full velocity and the full force of to push it aside. And it's I angle more to the left. Normally I would angle to the right, so when you push something, it would shove off to the right because that gets it out of the way. Like if it's to the sidewalk, and then it's not in the road. But in the CZ, the because the roads are so because there's always things in the road. So I thought in this case, maybe if it kind of pushed it back in the road, and that could be helpful if maybe someone is behind you and you don't you don't want them to be behind you.
That sounds fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's it does have a component that has to go inside the you said you just do your own driving.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I have a manual switch and a the wiring to to put towards the front to where it is. So it's a manual switch for you to work it. It's not
That's so thoughtful. Thank you.
yeah. I try to think of the various eventualities because you never know what's gonna go wrong if you try not to, if you don't think about all the things. That's yeah, because I used to be I was I was a rocket scientist, and if you can't get things wrong there, because then um, lot of a lot of money gets lost, and sometimes people get hurt. So yeah, so I try to think of all the things. And you said that you drove it, so yeah, it's set. So that's here, and we can push it out. It's kind of heavy. If you and like another you could carry it, like a 2U lift.
Well, I only know one me, so I guess we can just push it out.
Yeah, and if we could maybe get another person, I can help you put it in. It's because like me and the helper could almost be like you, one for lifting this.
Yeah, I have friends. I have a friend who's here. I'm sure he can help.
Okay, great. So I'll let me push this, and so he grabs the end of the cart and starts kind of pushing it out of the room, and starts wheeling it towards the front of the Maker Collective. As you are walking out, you see Etienne kind of looks like he's waiting for something in front of Hardwired.
I will call over my shoulder and say, "We're gonna go take this out to Darcy, and so when you're done, if you want to come out and help me lift it into the back, then
yeah. Just give me a minute. I mean, and he turns to his to the person taking care of the agent, like, you about to be done or not? Just let me. I'm gonna be there. Come to me when we're done. When you're done.
Yeah, sure. It looks like you're going out with Crater. Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No problem. No problem.
Okay.
So, yeah. So you head out to the parking lot where Crater has pushed the large cart over towards Darcy. Oh, yeah, this is gonna work pretty good. I looked at the specifications, and I think there's a couple of pintle hooks in the front that this will attach to it. I made it so that it should be easy to mount and to unmount. Dismount, yes.
Yeah, that looks like pretty good work, Crater. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. So it's heavy, so we'll have to put it in the side. But if you want to grab this end with me, and she can grab the other side, we'll move it in.
Yeah. Just take that part, and I'm gonna take that part, and she's gonna take that part, and 1, 2, and 3, hop.
Oh, okay. And then between the three of you, easily settle it into the vehicle. It is heavy, but it's not oppressively so. And yeah, with that, he says, okay. So Hardwire has the invoice
Good.
for this. Yeah, it was fun to work on. Yeah. So I hope it works good for you. Let me know if I could do anything to make it better, or if you need any thing else, I can maybe work on it too.
That sounds like a great idea, and I really appreciate it. I'm very excited.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta push this cart back inside, so I'll see you later.
I need to go back in. They're working on my thing, and I need to go into the ladies because they got me a nice new suit apparently. So yeah,
Well, I have to go back in and pay anyway, so
let's go then.
All right. So everybody heads back inside. By the time you get in, Hardwire's got the agent ready in the module for you, and he's boxed it back up. And then he runs the invoice for Gertrude as well. So both of you are able to pay and make that transaction as before you leave. However, like Etienne said, he does. So across the hall from Hardwire is Taylor and Cobb, which is where Etienne probably would have ordered the suit if he had ordered it through normal channels, if he hadn't just instead wandered into the tailors, the actual tailors working on stuff in the side. So yeah, with that, he heads over that direction, and looking up and seeing Etienne walk in, the three ladies. Oh, it's him. He's back. Yes. Bella, do you have is the suit out and ready? The bald elf, the female bald elf, is calling kind of into the back. Someone shouts out from there. Yeah. I've got it. It's the ruthenium one. Yeah. That's it. Get the ruthenium one.
The ruthenium. Oh, that sounds nice.
Oh yeah. I mean, for the price, it's not a full ruthenium. So it's not gonna. It's no sleeping tiger. But that's the only part of it that makes it not as good as a sleeping tiger. Just so you know. And with that, you see the young woman with the multicolored hair step out. She's carrying. It's like a garment bag, but it's a little more solid, so she can't fold it over. And then she hangs it up to the side. They unzip it, and inside is it's like a double-breasted suit almost. So it's got like the buttons on the side here that come down, except one side's no buttons, and it looks like a sleek sort of armor. So what you want to do here is, if you take this part,
Wow.
this is like, you got something to do and you need to look nice, but then afterward you need to maybe shoot someone in the head.
So I try not to shoot too many.
Right. I'm not trying to make any presumptions about what you do in your life. I'm just saying, we're just, we're imagining here, right?
Yeah. Okay. I get it.
So you want to go somewhere nice, have a good dinner, pretty lady, or fella, and yeah, afterwards, perhaps you got to go shoot someone in the face, like I was saying, and what happens when you try to shoot someone in the face is, a lot of times people are trying to shoot you back in the face. Well, this doesn't cover your face, so don't get shot in the face. But it will protect you from being shot anywhere else besides the face. But we know that you probably like your face, so there's actually a helmet that comes with that we got.
Oh wow! I got my
Yeah, but so what you can do with this is, so she undoes the double-breasted part, and you see that underneath it's got a more traditional like suit feel and look to it, and she tucks that part under, so that you can, so that when that part tucks under, it looks more just like a regular suit and tie. But then when she pulls it out, and pulls that button up, there's actually a zipper underneath that seals up. So this, you then take around the collar there. You want to pop the collar. It'll look good. But also with the helmet, that will create actually a seal around the neck. And that should give you some additional protection in, if you're wandering around in the sewer.
I mean, I do know plumbing, but I try not to do. Yeah, try not to go in the sewers. But I appreciate that. It's no, I like it.
Yeah, it's the zone. Anyway, the ruthenium is for the sleeves and the trim. So if right now it's all black, but black doesn't serve you as well as you think it does. You're probably going to want to put some color in, like a burgundy.
And I can do it just on the
right. It's got the standum. It's got the standum. The standard sort of ruthenium chip inside, so you can either do it manually, push the little button, or you can create some sort of matrix connection to it, and
yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
I know.
So one suit, several styles. So you don't look like kind of, again, I don't mean to be presumptuous, but you don't look like the kind of fella that goes out to really fancy places to eat often. So so the fact that the styling is the same won't be noticed, because the colors will be different, and everyone will just be like,
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Yeah. So I think that with that and that, our work is done here, and you're welcome.
But thank you very much. Very much appreciated, and you did a good job. I didn't know I needed something like that,
Yes.
and now I'm so happy I got it. And he's gonna.
Most people don't know they need something like this. It's a shame, really.
Yeah.
So, all right. And so with that, he pays the remainder of the tab on that and walks out with this solid garment bag. It's more like a case. It's like a case, like a tough case, but shaped like a garment bag. And yeah, you head away from the Maker Collective. And what is the next plan?
He's trying to Gertrude, like I got a suit for the next like meet that when I mean meets are serious business, right? We go in there and we act like professional. This is gonna help.
Well,
I'm
if you
sure.
look professional, then I think you are a professional. I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we brought Darcy. I don't know if you could have fit that on the back of a motorcycle or something.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. And you need help putting that thing on the Darcy. Speaking of which, I mean, I got a garage and there's a pit in there you can drive over, and if we need to go underneath and
That would be great. Apparently, I need two of me, and I only know one of me, so I'll have to figure that part out.
I mean, I'm not you, but I got arms and muscles and shit. So let's do it.
That's true.
These are true
You're a
statements.
better woman. You definitely have muscles. I can confirm that. I have books about it.
Yeah, and mine are augmented.
So
He has to be
yeah,
still doing all that shoveling.
Exactly.
so it is the next day. Unless Satchel wanted to cross over into the CZ, I don't know if he stayed the night over there, slept in the dojo or what. After the delicious burger with soy cheese.
If she didn't kick me out, I would probably have stayed there.
You're,
'Cause,
you're welcome to. We all squat somewhere.
yeah.
So yeah, so it seems like it's just a really quick trip afterwards to pick them up and go check on Kaida, as everybody wants to do every day.
Yeah. Are you with us in Darcy? Lee?
Oh yeah, I'm coming with you. I every morning I go see Kaida.
Yes, this is morning number 2. I mean, it's only been 2
okay.
mornings, but
I thought you said this
yeah.
was like a month or something.
Well, no, it'll be a lot of time will pass before we get into our next module. Some time will have passed, but right now we're just on the tail end of what happened. So yeah, as you're sitting there doing whatever Kaida does for entertainment on his comlink, the door opens and there is at least one member of your team, maybe the whole team.
I don't think everyone would be there. I mean,
Hey,
Etienne
guys.
was not as serious about it at the beginning, but he got a hug on the first night, so he's gonna. He feels like he has to show up.
Obligation.
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing?
No, fuck that. How are you doing?
Yeah.
I got this feeling of, it's weird feeling. I've never felt it. It's like when you drink hot cocoa.
Are you burned?
No, it's I don't know. You guys walked in and I just got that sensation.
It's sweet and warmth. You get that sweet warmth coming coursing through your body.
It's probably the morphine because you have a hell of a gash on you.
It could be morphine. It could be morphine. Touche. Either way, I heard that you guys came to visit me.
Of course.
No, I heard you actually didn't come to visit me. I heard that, but no flex, bro. I mean, I get it. I know, I get it. It's hard sometimes, and I'm sure you would have come visit me.
Hey,
I absolutely visited you.
I know. Oh, you did?
Yeah, I said I didn't know if he was in there or not, but he did came.
Oh.
Come on, man. Come on.
Oh, you said you didn't know. Oh, I must have been the morphine too.
It's not his fault. That's kind of my thing.
I heard that there was readings that happened to me by Gertrude and Flea, which surprised me a bit.
Etienne shyishly looked at his feet at that point because probably he wasn't supposed to know that. He's just dead because they gave him access to their links and shit.
We're just glad you're feeling
Hey,
better.
Etienne,
What?
what's on the floor?
My boots
bug?
and shit. But look, the others are here and shit. Lee wanted to
Yeah,
say something to you.
You just looked at the floor really awkwardly just then, and I wasn't sure why.
Yeah, it's fine. Just listen to Flea. She wanted to tell something to you. Now shut up and listen.
Okay.
I said I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm glad you're awake.
I'm glad that you came to read to me. What did you read?
I pull out a mystery series. So not gonna lie, I was prepared, and I was like, if you were giving me sass, I was just gonna pull this out and start reading it out loud.
Okay.
What other than Shadowrun, we can see what's the name of the book. So what's the name of the book?
It's Hell on Water by Jason Hardy, but it's a Shadowrun book.
Hell on Water?
I just tell Kaida it was a mystery series that's similar to a Shadowrun.
Oh. Cool. Was there a mage in it?
Yes, there's several.
There were several woke people. Awesome. And did any of them take an axe to the chest and survive?
No.
I'm sure there's not a lot of mages out there that could.
You're probably right.
Oh man, I'm so glad you guys. Yeah, I guess it is the morphine. I'm just so happy. And I feel so much warmth. Etienne was all up on me when he left yesterday. And it's just showing me so much love and affection. I feel loved.
I mean, you possibly fuck. You almost died, man.
I know. See, he gets it. Is this what love feels like? Is this what a family feels like?
It's pretty close.
I'm gonna need to get me some of this morphine to take on our runs.
Man. And then there was a child in here yesterday, and it was so great talking to her, because there was so much knowledge that was shared in there. And I could tell that, beyond her teen angst, she was super appreciative of all the knowledge that I had. It's wonderful to be in the world.
I'm glad that you're feeling better.
Yes. So you guys come to get me to leave here today? Because that would be cool.
That's the doctor's decision.
Yeah.
Not ours.
You guys, we're Shadowrunners. We can do what we want.
Yeah, but I mean, if you just get up and keel over and die again, you're not gonna do much. When he looks over his shoulder at the Shadowrunning, so
yeah, it sounds way
Touché.
cooler from an axe wound than if you died from an infection from an axe wound.
It's
I'm gonna
true.
die?
No, we don't want you to.
Have you even tried to get out of the bed yet?
It didn't occur to me. So then Kaida starts to shift in the bed, and then he feels a pull on his shoulder.
Etienne goes, "Oh shit!" and he's gonna go run and get a nurse.
Yeah, that wasn't a good idea.
Satchel, we don't give him these ideas, remember?
I'm sorry, I forget that not everybody has platelet factories.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll be able to move eventually. How much can I move?
It's you could move about if you needed to. You just be really slow. You want to move slowly at this point, just so that you don't, because it's really sore and stiff, and you don't want to re-injure it.
Pull anything, yeah. Right? Yeah, but so I guess here's the question we should all ask. I know it's been bouncing around, and eventually we're gonna have to talk about it. So, after that guy hit me with the axe, how bad you kill him? And we had that whole conversation about if one of the team goes down, we have to regulate on the
Satchel, I'm gonna let you
First.
take this one.
Etienne's already out of room running for a nurse because he was getting up, and that's not.
So with that, I pull up my shirt and I show him my healing wounds that I got from Neil, and I was like, I went hard in the paint, but I couldn't quite do it. So
Damn it!
But
you went
realized,
strong, bro.
I went hard, like, but we realized that we're not each other's enemies, and it was all a big misunderstanding. And actually, he helps you in the Darcy. He helps you in the Darcy.
So then Kaida just sits back and he soaks this in. Whenever Kaida feels more than two emotions at once, he kind of like goes into overload. So he breathes, he looks around the room, and I'm sure there's like a morphine kick there too. And then he just looks at Satchel and noted. And that's all he says.
You know, I have the scars to prove. Like I tried.
Oh no, it's not you. It's not you. It's not any of you. You guys are my friends. I love you guys.
Warm and fuzzies.
Let's give Kaida a chance to rest and heal so he can join us on the streets again soon.
All right.
No, not that easy. You know what time it is. You know what time it is.
What time is it?
8:30, and
right here, one at a time. And I want you first, Flea. The mystery reader herself. Come on, bring it in. You got to go to the right side though. Bring it in.
Okay. I give him a hug, and I do kind of like after a minute I hug him a little tighter but gently and say you're not allowed to die on me ever.
All right. And I say don't get too close with all that crouching tiger stuff. I know you got that in there. And then all right, Satchel. Swing this way.
And
come on.
Satchel kind of looks at him and is kind of like, it's kind of really alien to him to be like physically affectionate with someone. So he's kind of like,
and then when Satchel gets in there, I go, hot cocoa, right?
Cocoa.
And then I let him go, and then I'm like, and you get the biggest one. Come on. Yeah. All right, Gertie.
Well, you already knew I was all about the hugs.
Yeah, that's why I saved the best for last.
If you want, I could come back later and keep reading about the history of hypodermic needles.
I love hypodermia.
I hate needles.
Etienne is coming back with a nurse saying that he's about to get up, and I don't know if he should or not. And he's, okay, we're good. He's giving hugs. I guess that's fine.
This was great, guys. This was awesome. Thanks for going hard after that guy smacked me with the axe. Thanks for reading all the things you read. And thanks for all the hugs. Woo. Morphine's dope.
And with that, we will leave off tonight's session with the knowledge that morphine is dope.
When it's given to you by a doctor.
No, it's always dope. Actually, it's dope.
Literally,
Literally,
it is really.
It's dope.
Literally, that's what it is.
So, yes, but I do agree with Thomas also. So don't just get it from the streets. Get it from your local doctor. Prescribed. Don't steal his prescription pad either.
Are we gonna? But then instead of credits, you see the today's episode covered a very serious subject. Morphine.
Yes. All right. So thanks everybody who came and watched and participated. I know it's a slow session, but we do want to make sure we have some time between the actual missions for everybody to kind of just kind of work through certain character arcs and kind of tell that deeper story of what's going on in the zone throughout. So join us next week as we start 3, I guess, right?
Yeah. It's Beth's
Yeah.
mission.
Beth's mission.
Yeah.
Trying to remember
Eric had
just
in our chat.
offhand. What? Eric? Yeah, Eric got in the chat.
Yeah.
It is. I want to say Gone Long Gone. Gone Long Gone. Yeah. Join us next week for Gone Long Gone. Episode 3 of season 5. And it'll be a good time, and we'll see you then.
Bye.
So
Bye.
So much fun.